Hello and welcome to this interview series ahead of Data Center World on the 12th and 13th of March at Excel London. I'm Rebecca Offendale, editor at Techirati, and today my guest is David G, independent data center consultant. David will appear at Data Center World, but today we're discussing 3 data center innovations. So welcome, David, and what is the first innovation you would like to discuss?
Thank you very much, Rebecca, for invitation to have a talk with you today. And the first innovation which I want to start is the liquid-cooled computer by IBM in the beginning of 70s. I want to share the screen to show you pictures to explain what is happening there. If you will look on that picture, you will see that the people using the raised floor to getting this pipes and tubing to cool down this equipment. So IBM pioneered liquid cooling for computers in the early 70s with their system 165 mainframe. And that innovations allowed for more powerful computing by efficiently managing heat generation. And the system used circulated water to cool the mainframe, enabling it to run continuously from Monday to Saturday in 3 shifts. This breakthrough significantly improved computing capabilities and set the stage for future advancements in high-performance computing. So now you know the story how born the raised floors. After that, people start to use air-cooled computers, and they just forgot from where come this raised floor, and they start to use this raised floor to deliver the air, cold air. Because if you will ask anyone from where is better to deliver the cold air, they will say from the top to down, because cold air is heavier than the hot air. And when you're asking why in that sense we push hot air from the bottom to up, no one have answer on that. So this is the answer. And when we talk about the humidity and the demand for some humidity percentage in the data center, it actually comes not from the IT equipment, it's come from the demands for the paper and these tapes, which was in this IT room. But after that, the paper and tapes gone from that center, but the requirement for humidity was also there. So people don't know from where it comes. So it's come from that first rules for IBM server rooms. This is how it was before. So it was too much complicated and etc. But everything is changed, but the demands are still there. This is what I want to explain about the first innovation which have an impact on my behavior for in data centers.
So this is you've just mentioned just now that this is a story that not many people know about. Why do you think that is, that there hasn't been as much knowledge sharing regarding this innovation or how things used to operate?
Yeah, so I want to say that everything is coming from the history, right? So we started these first liquid cooled computers with IBM. After that, everything shifted to air, but we still used this documentation which was invented by IBM, and we used to raise floors. And after it was very narrow people community which work with the data centers and servers. And after that, more people come in and they start to use the same rules, the same way of the designing. And this is why no one know why there is a raised floor, why there is a demand for the humidity and etc. And after that, again, started evaluation of the liquid cooling as a more efficient heat transfer way. And they repeat the same things, which was in 70s. The reason why we lose the link, because there is no legacy and history understanding. So we invent that like new again and again, but it was before. And what is happening now? The data center growing extremely fast, especially with AI, and more people come in, and they starting from the scratch. So this is why we need this sharing of information, education, in order to not repeat the same mistakes and be more successful.
Thank you so much for sharing that. And it's actually really helpful to see this in person as an image, be part of the history of that. And so moving on, what's the second innovation you would like to discuss or share more about?
So second innovation is about immersion cooling and a special way of that, which was done by Isotope in 2015. At that time, I worked in Alpha Valley and I was introduced to that revolutionary approach to cooling data center with this immersion cooling technology. And this system combines the best aspects of tank immersion and direct-to-chip cooling, offering exceptional sustainability by minimizing the water consumption and reducing carbon emissions. So that solution recaptures nearly 100% of the heat generation by the IT and allowing for efficient reuse and supporting green data center initiatives. This innovation has had a significant impact on improving energy efficiency and reducing environmental footprint of data centers. And particularly, what is important that they have immersion on each server level. So there was like a modules, and the water which was inside was connected with the uh, heat exchangers, which connected with the facility. The most important thing which I want to mention that technology in 2015 allows to reduce the energy consumption of the servers, which was something special because with air you use as it is, but with that approach you can reduce by 10-15% energy consumption of servers itself, which is not achievable with the air cooling. And that makes a huge impact on my attitude and understanding of the aims of in data center. So I try to develop that knowledge and share that with the industry in order to explain that this is the real impact. So you can have the same IT performance, the same cloud service, and etc., but you can reduce by 10-15% energy consumption of your service itself without any damage for your equipment. Moreover, you can achieve even higher clock rate of CPU, I mean higher megahertz and higher performance with the same CPUs in this liquid cooled environment. So was the second thing which make a huge impact on my approach for liquid cooling.
So, with you speaking about this innovation, how was that received? Was there a good reception of explaining exactly how the capabilities of this innovation can make an improvement?
There is two things connected with innovations. So innovations usually are driven by startups, by new companies which choose new approach and push that on the market. We have vendors which have long story and big share on the market, but let's say conventional solutions. And this is the issue that the data industry is conservative. They looking for reliability and they trust to the existing conventional and well-established brands with their warranty and etc. And when you come with the new solution, which is not verified, which is not approved, where is just startup and not big enterprise behind that solution, it's always a challenge to accept that by the market. So market saying that we need innovation, but it should be 10 years approved and many installation, and we want to just repeat that, not want to be pioneers in that. So this is the issue. Even if you show the benefits and savings in financial on energy part and also savings on CO2 emissions, it's not well accepted. But now something is changed with
Great.
era of AI.
It's nice to hear that there's a new era coming into play. And so, with that, do you have a final innovation that kind of addresses this new era of AI?
Yes, and now with era of AI, we get new GPUs, new chips, which have the thermal design power more than 500 watts per chip. It's mean like 700, 1000, and in future it will be more. And with immersion cooling, with passive immersion cooling, we have limits around 500 watts per chip. So in last year, in 2024, I met interesting French startup which name is Eneat, and they in solving that issue in single phase immersion. So there is exist two-phase immersion, but these two-phase immersion have different issues with the impact on environment, with carbon footprint of that fluids and etc. But single phase immersion have limits 500 watts. So what they have done, they created the conditions like two-phase immersion by injecting bubbles into the hotspots where we have these GPUs or CPUs. And by this, they achieving much higher thermal design of the CPUs and GPUs and much higher temperature of the fluid. So I want to show just a quick video which show that there is 60 degrees immersion fluid and how it works. So there is a bubbles which injected in this heatsink in immersion, and by this it allowed to increase the temperature of the fluid by 10-15 degrees. So why it is important for me? I'm focusing on data center decarbonization and heat reuse. So when we talk about heat reuse, as higher temperature we have, as better opportunity we have to reuse that. So if we have 30 degrees water, our areas of using that low grade heat is limited. But if we will increase it for 60 or 55 degrees, the areas of our usage will be much wider. And our substitution of the fossil fuels by data center heat reuse make significant impact on whole economic of Europe and sustainability of all the world. And this technology is enabler of two things. First is the AI dedicated servers, which is issue. And second one is to make heat reuse and achieve 60 degrees. So 60 degrees is a perfect opportunity for heat reuse. As well, it is opportunity to implement the data centers in hot climates as well. So this is the third invention which inspired me to solving new challenges of AI data centers.
Fantastic. And these kind of new challenges, is this something that you will be discussing in Data Center World in March?
Of course, we will talk exactly about the challenges for data center decarbonization for heat reuse and how data center industry can be integrated with other energy industries, and industries together. And we will have a great speakers from the Norway, from the Sweden, and Germany, which will share their ideas and experience with us in London.
Fantastic. And is there anything else you would like to tell our audiences of what they can expect to learn or how they can engage leading up to the show?
So, if our auditory will be with us, they can learn how it can be realized in integrated way. Also, they will learn how to solve these challenges, which are facing all data center operators and customers. And also they will able to establish a contact with the same mind people in order to share and drive the data center industry to the sustainability.
Thank you so much, David, for your time. I'm certainly looking forward to your session in March, and I'm sure our audiences will too. So thank you again for the interview.
Thanks.